From the time we can understand words, we are handed a very specific equation for success. We are told to put in the hours, stay consistent, sweat it out, and eventual wealth is guaranteed. Think about the individuals executing this equation at the highest possible level. Take the nurse grinding through back-to-back shifts, the construction worker on site before dawn in January, the single mother balancing 2 jobs on a night class. These individuals expend maximum physical energy on a daily basis. Yet, statistically, nearly 0 of them will ever achieve significant financial wealth. The disconnect happens because we confuse pure physical exhaustion with a functional wealth-building strategy. You can spend 40 years operating with total commitment and maximum output, only to end up staring at a bank account that never reflects the exhaustion. The people pulling double shifts aren't coming up short on drive. The reality is that maximizing your labor and building wealth are 2 entirely separate economic games, and each operates by its own distinct set of rules. Let's look at Game 1, active income. This is the default operating system for 90% of the population. You show up, perform a task, and get paid for that exact duration. You stop working, the money stops flowing. The math here has a hard ceiling. Because your personal time and physical energy are strictly finite resources, any income tied directly to them is heavily capped. Then there is Game 2, returns on assets. In this system, income generation is completely decoupled from your physical presence. Money comes in whether you clock in or not. According to data collected by the Federal Reserve, the top 1% of Americans hold approximately 32% of all wealth in the country. If you look closely at how that 32% is constructed, the overwhelming majority sits in business equity, stock portfolios, and real estate. It does not come from high salaries. The wealthiest people on Earth do not possess a secret supply of extra hours. They simply own systems that generate revenue on their behalf. Jeff Bezos does not maintain his net worth by standing in an Amazon warehouse packing boxes. Elon Musk does not spend his afternoons personally installing solar panels on residential rooftops. And Warren Buffett has not read every single corporate annual report for his holding companies. Their net worth is derived entirely through equity. They own substantial slices of massive enterprises that employ thousands of people and generate continuous revenue. The dangerous reaction to learning this is deciding to abandon your job and gamble what little cash you have on high-risk options trades or obscure cryptocurrencies. But that misses the actual math. Your hard work is the input, the raw fuel. Assets are the vehicle. Pouring maximum physical effort into a life without an ownership vehicle just burns fuel while keeping you in park. You have to capture that effort to generate forward momentum. Making the switch requires defining our terms accurately. Income is strictly the money flowing into your bank account. Wealth is the money you successfully trap, retain, and grow. Pushing yourself for an extra shift or a higher salary without a mechanism to capture that cash just puts you on a faster treadmill. You run harder but stay in the exact same spot. You do not need to already possess a fortune to build a capture mechanism. By purchasing index funds, you are buying microscopic slices of hundreds of profitable companies. According to Vanguard data, if you start at age 25 and invest just $300 a month with an average 7% return, your portfolio reaches approximately $900,000 by age 65. That final figure isn't generated by the size of the initial paycheck. It is driven entirely by the mathematical compounding of time, as the asset does the heavy lifting independent of your labor. The primary obstacle preventing people from learning this equation is lifestyle inflation. This is the habit of neutralizing every raise by immediately upgrading your standard of living. Your income climbs, and your rent, car payments, and vacations scale to match perfectly. The actual gap between what you earn and what you keep stays firmly at 0. People who build portfolios take the exact inverse approach. When their income rises, they intentionally keep their standard of living flat. That widening empty space between what comes in and what goes out is the sole engine for capital generation. Building wealth is not a gold star handed out to the person who sweats the most for someone else's company. It is the mathematical result of ruthlessly converting your daily labor into your own permanent ownership.